But so did you know that you were going to be in the family business growing up? Was that something that's talked about?
Yeah, that was my question. Like, at what
Family business,
age?
yeah, family businesses aren't like, I feel like they used to be a thing that was like given down and whatever the vernacular is for that. And it doesn't seem like that is the thing anymore, where I think
Right.
we're going to have a new cycle of that from a digital perspective. Like, how did that whole thing go down?
So I was never pressured into coming back at all. I just always, I feel like in high school, I was always thinking about it, that it was something that I would be interested in doing. I see a lot of opportunities in this industry and in this region to develop the peanut business and Hubbard Peanut Company. But I was always encouraged to go out and be on my own and work for someone else. And I did that. Mostly it was in education, but for the most part, I always knew that I wanted to get back into this business because you can do so many things in a small business that were exciting to me. So it wasn't, you have to come back and do this, or we're going to have to sell the business, anything like that. There was zero pressure from that standpoint. It was always just something that I kind of wanted to do because I saw opportunity. Now, I lived all over the world. I've been all over the country. Some people would say that Franklin, Virginia might not be the most desirable place to live. But I mean, I also really like being in this community because I'm 45 minutes from Norfolk, an hour to Richmond. I'm 6 hours to New York or 6 hours to Charleston. I've got great rivers to kayak and bike, country roads to bike. There's it's a slow pace of living, but I'm sending product to every state every day. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly have the ability to get out of this community, but I really like being involved in this community.
So when you started, and even as a child, did you work your way up through the ranks, so to speak, in terms of out there in the fields to working your way up to where you're at now?
Well, so it's certainly like right after college and high school, I would do things on the production floor. And I mean, I still, like, to this day, last week I was putting oxygen absorbers in the cans, and I'm still shipping product. It's a small business. So, I mean, I'm sweeping floors and mopping floors in the kitchen in the fall as well. It's really just all hands on deck certain times of the year. So we all have many different roles. So I'm continuing to learn who our partners are, and it's a constant education. But yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of different roles within the business, but I kind of came into it from a sales side. I presented opportunities to my family. It's like, I think if we do this and go after these markets, and, I think there's an opportunity. So,
and you have two kids now. One is a little bit older, right?
Yeah.
Is that conversation the family aspect of it? Is that starting? How?
Not really. I mean, my son is 14, and I think he, but prior to moving back to Virginia, he was in Nashville, and he really liked the kind of the bigger city vibe, and he's never been interested in it at this point, but that could change and develop. My daughter is 3.5. She sees our brand, our logo, and she says peanuts. She gets that, but she's not. Who knows? You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. I feel like I've got, I'm about to turn 40, so I've got a career ahead of me to kind of see and develop this business to get it to a point where, do we pass it on to someone else? Do we look for an exit strategy? What is that? That's where I feel like part of my next 10, 20 years will be.
Is that something? How much land?
What's that?
Is that something you've done, Tim? Since have owned a business for a while, you have kids that are a little bit older. Do you guys have that conversation at all, or is it just like they're going to do their own thing?
Well, I think that right now, the plan is for them to do their own thing. Time will tell. I mean, it's so many people that are born and raised in this area. Yeah, I mean, just like Marshall, you leave, and then you come back. So who knows what will be in store for them?
Are you stuck at your home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at zackmillersays.com/Anomaly Academy.